It's so cold. Hey everyone, I'm Donna and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. I'm from Florida, but now I live in Germany. So how do I keep warm here when it is so cold outside? First of all, if you want to hear about just how warm it is in South Florida, you can check out this video here that I made on that topic, how hot it really is in Florida. But I will just say that for me in South Florida, 13 degrees Celsius would have been a really cold day. So hopefully that puts it into perspective a little bit. When I first moved from South Florida to Europe, I owned 3 scarves. This pretty heavy one and these 2 smaller thin ones, which I could basically only get any warmth out of these 2 if I wore them on top of this neck warmer, which I also brought with me. So I wore that, or this, or all of them together. I basically spent my first winter in Europe freezing my butt off, and every winter since I have gotten better and better prepared. I was hoping that one day my body would just sort of adapt to the cold, but it hasn't yet. So over the years, I have gone out and bought my warmth, including this humongous cozy scarf. This scarf is ridiculously big and I love it so much. I cannot believe that I lived in Europe for 8 years, 8 winters before buying a massive scarf like this. It's cozy and warm and cuddly. I've also got these great fleece mittens. These things are so thick and so insulated that when I wear them, I feel like, well, I basically can't do anything with my actual hands. I feel kind of like a penguin when I'm wearing them. I can just barely hold a Glühwein mug with these things on. But even then, I usually end up spilling the Glühwein all over the gloves and not knowing it because they're so, like I said, thick and insulated. And usually it's dark out when I'm drinking Glühwein. So sometimes they get a little bit sticky, but at least they keep my hands nice and warm. They're pretty too. I've also got these little black gloves, which I start wearing, I would say right around the beginning of October. I go outside in October and yep, I'm pretty much the only one already wearing gloves. But again, at least I'm warm. And by now, I've pretty much just gotten used to looking out of place with my clothes. I figure that's just how it's going to be if I want to keep warm here. I'm going to be the person in the big heavy jacket and the gloves in October. And that's just how it is. As for hats, I've got these lovely, a little bit thinner hats, which I usually start wearing in September. And my aunt actually made these hats for me. So to my aunt, if you're watching this, thank you so much for contributing to keeping me warm. I love my hats. And then for winter, I've got this awesomely warm hat, which I bought my first winter in Europe. And then I also have this hat, which is a little less over the top, I guess I would say. And speaking of over the top hats though, I really want one of those hats with the stuffed animals on top. Like there's one I think with a stuffed animal polar bear up there, and then it has the long ears coming down that you can put your hands into. Oh, I really want one of those hats. I think they're so cute. So I think one of those stuffed animal hats might have to be my winter investment, my warm clothing investment for this winter. And for on top of everything, I have this jacket, which, believe it or not, this is actually my fall and spring jacket. And then this jacket here is my winter jacket. This jacket's got not one, but 2 hoods. And I would say right around January and February, I've got not only both hoods up, but also my hat on. And Mr. German Man is often laughing at me because it often happens that if I have my hat on and then I put the hoods up, this little tail thing flicks out to the front. So then I've got both of the hoods up and this little tail like dangling around on my head as I walk. But yeah, at least I'm warm. I think that should be like the tagline for this video, but at least I'm warm. And as far as keeping my legs warm goes, I have a bunch of lovely fleece leggings, which I pretty much just wear all winter long. I wear my leggings and a skirt, and they are for sure warmer than jeans. But if it's really, really cold out, I will wear a pair of the fleece leggings and my snow pants on top of them. Even when there's no snow, I'm not going out in the snow, there's no snow in sight, I'm just going to the grocery store, but it's really cold, I will put my leggings on and my snow pants. With that big jacket and the scarf and the hat and the little funny thing hanging down. Yeah, that's me. And then as far as non-clothing things go, I've got these little warming pads, which these things are amazing. They're reusable. To activate them, you just click the little thing that's inside of them and then they heat up nice and warm. And this one has been activated, so it's hard. And to prepare it again, it's got instructions on there of how to put it in boiling water, and then it's ready to go again. So I can take these with me when I go out into the cold. And I've also got these ones, which my mom made for me, and I can heat these ones up in the microwave and again, take them with me or use them around the house. And speaking of keeping warm around the house, these little, not really gloves. Yeah, they're hand warmers that my mom made for me. So sometimes if I'm editing videos or something like that where I need my fingers, like I would totally edit videos wearing gloves if I could, but it's not very ideal. I like to have my fingers. So she made me these nice hand warmers. So my question for you is, how do you keep warm? Do you have any tips or tricks for me? And if you're actually from a cooler place, what's been your experience going to a place with a warmer climate? Then how do you keep cool there? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy these videos, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And also a really, really, really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to check out our Patreon page, you can find a link to that down in the description box below. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. And then for winter, I've got this. Only this one has the button. This one had a button, but it got so cold out, I dropped the mitten and the button was, I guess, frozen and it just cracked in half and broke. So that's why this one has a button and this one does not.